Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, Relocate with Kaia. I am Kaia. I provide online support via consulting and coaching with individuals, families, and employees looking to move abroad. And on our channel, Rich and I discuss our own personal journey of moving from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to beautiful Johannesburg with our lovely daughter, Nina. And today we are chit-chatting about what, Rich?
Oh, just recent happenings. So all of the political stuff going on in the States. But just wanted to touch on the weekend before we get into that stuff. So, you know, as you know, we had a fun weekend, relaxing weekend. Tried something new, tried some rock climbing. Nina is a huge fan. You know,
Yes.
she definitely is now ranking that above
Yeah.
driving the race car and all that stuff. Which
I was easily in the first place, and she wanted to go. I think she said, was it the next day? Like she wants to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. It's like, she would try a little bit, get down. I was like, "Are you done?" Like, no, I want to go.
We'll go back up.
She kept wanting to go back up, and we get higher each time. And, you know.
Yeah, like she literally almost made it to the very top, and this was her first time.
Yeah, but she was admitting jumping was her part of her favorite thing. Yeah,
Yes.
She kept climbing up higher to jump.
Yes,
jump backwards off the thing. So.
Yeah. No, I'm
No, it was fun. That place is awesome.
That place was great. Sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I said it was awesome. Like, and you know, the folks, it is a club. They take it seriously. They got their chalk bags and all that stuff. And a lot of the ones are the what do they call it? The belay, like the rope, like where you actually have to have someone working with you. So they've got a lot more than what we could have done because like someone else is there, like a partner, like holding the rope, and you know, it's not that automatic one that Nina and me were attached to. So
it's the one where you're not holding.
They had the blue ropes, so someone would actually like tie it and hold it for you, as opposed to the automatic situation that we were on.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was awesome. Like I gave it a shot. But part of it is like we're, you know, I noticed we still have Kai's Acro Branch gloves in the package, just sitting there waiting one day to be used. And I'm like, you know, you don't have to be behind the camera. I'll gladly do that work as well. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what around here finding exciting.
That's on the ground?
That we the dirt buggy was on the ground. You didn't want to do that.
But in fairness, the first time we did the go-kart racing, I did it. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out what might be a suitable, somewhat exciting activity that you would actually participate in.
All right.
Because the rock climbing is a no. Zip lining's probably a no.
Definitely not. No. Well, I did. Well, no. So when we went to the place with the archery. Yeah, that counts.
That's archery though. You didn't do zip lining there.
Well, no. My point is, I have done things. So, okay, maybe I'll figure out something to do this weekend.
Just trying to get you onto the adventurous side.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so that was this weekend. Rich wanted to put me on blast for not being in front of the camera with these activities.
Well, you know, I'm just holding on because you asked me why I didn't get to the top of the rock. So, yeah.
I had a lot to say from the bottom.
To say from the beanbag at the bottom of the...
Yes. So, okay, all right, that's fair. Yes, so I know a lot has been happening in America in politics.
What's been happening over
Well,
there?
I told Rich, I said, because I always have to, you know, the whole point of these conversations is just to make a little through line between South Africa and America. And I have to say that the lead up to the elections here have been, or was, way less eventful than in America. I mean, America is showing up and showing out. So what?
Hold my beer.
Always. America is always like, hold my beer world. So just the whole Trump thing. I saw it. So it was like Saturday night, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what day that was.
I think it was Saturday, and I was going to bed, and I was like, you know, checking out Instagram. And I was pretty tired, and I was looking at it on I think it was on Fox News was reporting it, and I was so tired. I'm like, well, this can't be real. This literally could not be real. Like it just didn't. So you know, I got up the next morning and you know, full coverage. Excuse me. not only was it real, it was already the conspiracy theories going with what actually happened.
Oh yeah, like all of them,
Yes.
both sides. Like
Yes.
everyone's full on conspiracy theory, and it's like having that happen, even though it's happened in other places in the world and various countries have been in on that sort of thing. But like having that
America
happen is just it's
like
a line that you shouldn't cross. However you feel about that individual, like that's not a place you want to be as a country where that's like open game on folks, because like he has a detail protection, but like governors don't. You know, like everyone else below that, like that's just opening like a Pandora's box of, you know, people falling out of open windows and whatnot. Like it's not good.
I mean, it was so unbelievable because it's so crazy and manic in America right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was even afraid to use the word assassination because I'm like, is that what this was? Because it was so an attempt.
Yeah.
Like it was so unbelievable. Now the last one was in 82, I think, with Ronald Reagan, 82 or 84. But Ronald Reagan was the last
early 80s something.
Yeah, the last president that where there was an attempted assassination.
That we know about.
Yeah, well, right, in our lifetime.
Yeah. Well, that we know about. I'm just saying that we know about. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so to see this and already just complete and total mayhem regarding this election, I was at a loss for words. And like, you know, Rich and I, you know, had different opinions about what happened. And I think ultimately I was convinced that, you know, that it probably was just negligence on the part of the CSI?
Everybody, no.
Yeah, everybody.
Secret Service and local law enforcement that work together to like secure the area.
Yeah, but it was so egregious. Like there were so many missed opportunities for it not to happen. You can't help but have conspiracies about was it inside? Like it was just it was just so egregious how it happened and who did it. It leads you to believe that you can't be this incompetent. So, well, I mean, I kind of believe, I'm still uncertain that this was not
to get into all of the conspiracy theories, but yeah, it's like when people say, like, usually the simplest explanation is the most logical, you know, like, you know, there's the hubris of folks, oh, we do this all the time, like we got it, or miscommunication, or whatever the case may be. Because folks did bring up the point, it's like, you know, you got that close, like a stationary target, like just the simple act of doing it, you know, like the kid couldn't get on his you know, target practice team in high school, like he's so bad. You know, somebody brought up the fact, like the CIA is really good at killing people, like.
Yeah, if this was
you know what I mean, like
an inside deal, why would they use this kid?
The conspiracy theories are all over the place. They're like, you know, maybe because of the picture, like normally they don't stop for photo ops. Like, was it staged? They're like, if it is and he's your guy, you're still shooting at it. Like that's idiotic in and of itself. Yeah, like you're gonna put yourself like at a carnival, like so you're having stuff thrown at you for show. Like, no, you're not like gonna put yourself out there like that. Like, so, you know, it happened. They're gonna milk it for all it's worth. It's not a good spot to be in as a country, because I know the rhetoric out of a lot of folks coming out of that was very heated, very you know, dangerous folks. And we've got 3 guns per person over there, so that's not a good place to be. Yeah, no, it's definitely
like it's just, I just feel like it's just a continuum of the insanity. So then you have that, and that, so that was crazy, and like you try to have an understanding of what happened, and then now we have the potential new nominee, Kamala Harris, that may be the new
the new presumptive nominee.
Right, and that's not even a sure thing. Like, I feel like people are just assuming because Biden endorsed her that she is going to be the runner-up. But I don't know if that's true. Like, they may wait until they get to the convention and decide. But just the talk around that.
Old school traditions, like someone endorses or the president steps down. It's it's like just the old natural order of things. Like it would be her.
Yes. Should be her.
Yeah, and there was some talk about they can't change this late. she's not even the nominee. He wasn't the nominee.
That's
Like,
right.
the
That's
fact that
right. 'Cause they
Trump
never
and
made it to the
Biden
convention.
had a debate
Yeah.
as the president. Neither one of them at
That's
the time
true.
were confirmed by their parties to be the nominee.
Right.
Like Trump, it wasn't until the convention
Yeah.
that they got the official like,
No.
hey, this is
Yeah.
our guy. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. So
delegate
typically,
count and all that nonsense. So like all the talk about, oh, it's illegal or whatever, like no one, it wasn't official yet for the Democrats, so they could switch anyone out until the convention.
yeah, no, that's what I'm
next
saying.
month.
Like it's not locked in that she is going to be the nominee because that decision typically isn't made until the actual convention, which is in August. So that, but just the chitter chatter around this woman possibly, being, the nominee has been crazy to see. Like it's just been very, guys. Rich just ordered some pizza. I'm waiting for it to arrive. Just the conversation around her possibly being the nominee it's going to be a long month if they decide to wait until August at the convention. But
Well, they have to. I mean,
yeah.
there's no
Right.
Like you can't get around that mechanism of
Right, but I think as far as like everybody coming out to support her, at least the people in the Democratic Party, so everyone's not on board with that. So that's been interesting. Like people are making a big deal that that Obama has not endorsed her yet. So people are trying to make hay out of that. For months they've been saying that he's Biden's the guy, and he's perfectly capable, and and then the debate happened where you can no longer rationalize or justify that he declined since 2020. So the fact that that they were trying to
the powers that
prop
be
him
were
up.
trying to run it with him, and it wasn't like the debate was the first time folks in that inner circle kind of saw that.
Yeah. Well,
So
right. Well, yes.
They were making the decision to keep like pushing him, even though
When it was obvious that he was
like,
not capable.
and, like everyone ages differently. You know what I mean? Like it's not like just because you're 80 or 81, like you're not there. Like,
Well, no, I don't think. Well, I think people are trying. Well, that's the thing. People are trying to make it out to be like you were being ageist. No, there definitely is something going on with that man other than him being 81. Because Bernie is 1,000 years old, and Trump's not a spring chicken either.
78.
So so it's not. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was never about the age. It was more about whatever
where he is, and
Yes.
But there should be an age limit for the Supreme Court.
Yes.
For everyone that's in politics. It's like, just on the sheer basis of like, are you declining? Are you not? Like, you just shouldn't be able to hang on for as long as you choose.
Yeah.
Like, particularly the Supreme Court, because that's a lifetime appointment.
Yes. But
like everyone, loses their stuff. They might not at all. Like it all happens at different ages. And like if you were,
like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like she
was
should
still
have
fine.
retired,
Yeah,
but she wasn't.
Yeah, well, if you're deciding something that's going to impact the country
Long
for the
after
next
you're
40
gone.
years, and you've got however many, like that's not necessarily, fair. I don't think. That,
So you get to say what's going to happen to me after you're long gone.
Yeah.
No, there definitely should be limits to, how old you can be when you run. But it was. So it's just it is just. It's going to be a long, long haul to November.
Well, it'll feel long. It'll go by quickly. From a time perspective, it's not long.
Right.
You have August, and then
Well, so much has been happening at a rapid pace.
But like they also said, it was like, Biden can't leave. It's not enough time to do to get someone else.
Yeah.
Like everywhere in Europe just had snap elections. They have stuff in 30 days. It's like it's not impossible to like get someone out there and all that kind of stuff. So that it can be done.
Yes.
I think that was just part of like we don't change, stay the course sort of mentality in the States, because it doesn't usually happen.
Right.
But now the talk is like, who's the VP going to be? Harris?
Oh.
Yes. All that.
Yeah.
Are they going to just pick someone who's interested that they like, or are they going to try to counter the VP pick on the other side? There's a lot of
it's going to be
gamesmanship to like how this was going to come together. So
Yes, yeah, and it's changing quickly.
Mhm.
So this is definitely going to be an interesting ride. We'll offer our our 2 cents regarding what's happening over there, and it's been never a dull moment, never a dull moment, America. But that's all we have for you guys this week. Of course, Rich and I appreciate you watching and commenting and even liking. Please feel free to subscribe. We really are grateful for the people that watch this channel and engage, because we definitely feel connected to the South African people that leave comments and also the Americans. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.